Welcome, everyone. I'm Kimberly Boschman, and this is the Intentionally Intuitive podcast. In this episode, we're going to take a look at the energies for each life path number for the month of April 2024. Before we get into the forecast, this, of course, is a general reading. If you would like your own personal reading, please book some time with me where we'll look at your own personal numerology and your year ahead or whatever you want to look at, or any questions you may have. You can book some time with me. My information is in the description box below. All right, let's get into it. Life path number 4s. So April is going to be an interesting month. I don't really fear any energy, right? Or any number. But I don't love when we move through a 16/7 cycle. It doesn't necessarily have to bring a lot of challenges, but it's definitely one of those energies where when it comes up, I sort of cringe a little bit because it really can bring this sort of unforeseen and sudden, events that are intended to overthrow any existing conditions, especially in the physical or the material, that are holding us back, that are, meant to sort of jolt us awake or jolt us into awareness of a situation or, whatever it needs to jolt us awake to, right? And it can bring forth losses, setbacks, but those losses and those setbacks, again, are helping us to see the bigger picture in some way and to snap out of our ego or to snap out of a situation that is, again, holding us back and keeping us from moving forward. Because the 16/7 is all about awakening and greater awareness and sort of rising above the very physical experience while having the very physical experience. And so any event that occurs under a 16/7 cycle, has the potency and the potential to push us into some kind of greater awareness of something bigger than self that we are also a part of. So there's a very strong spiritual component to this, but it can be very uncomfortable in the physical sometimes when it needs to be. It doesn't always have to be. So I don't bring, the fear with this message. I'm just saying, when we move through the 16/7 cycle, there's some area of our life that we need to be sort of jolted awake in, and that jolting can be uncomfortable. It's not the easiest energy to work with when it needs to be, right? So when there's some area of life where we are neglecting to transform or to evolve, this energy comes in sort of like the tower energy and says, okay, it's time, divine intervention, here we go. So it can be a little jolting, it can be a little uncomfortable. Sometimes it can be a lot uncomfortable, depending. But it also reminds us of sort of the transient nature of life, right? So that there are seasons, and when those seasons are complete, whether it's with a relationship or a person or a job or whatever, when those seasons are complete, they have to fall away. Just like in nature, the leaves don't cling to the tree because they're afraid of falling. And so when a 16/7 cycle comes through, it's whatever is transient and whatever, that season is complete, it will likely fall away in this cycle. Okay. So it can be a little bit challenging, but it doesn't have to be, only if it needs to be. So, that's the message. But what I will say is with Jaguar, did I say we have Jaguar energy? I don't know if I said that because I'm very focused on the 16/7 cycle. But the other thing, let me go back to the 16/7. It can, because it's got the energy of the 1 and the 6, it can also bring up areas in life where we are too stuck in ego and where we need to be more like showing up for others, right? Or vice versa. If we've been too overgiving, then it shows us that we need to be more in our ego. We need to take up more space. We need to do whatever is necessary to have that equal exchange of energy, to have that reciprocity. So however it is that we need to show up better in a connection with relationships, this energy will sort of come in and force us to see that. Now, whether we take action on that, of course, is up to us. But this is sort of like 16/7 energy often is very non-negotiable. It comes in and it says, it's sort of like your soul is in the driver's seat and says, these are the adjustments that need to be taken. Now, that can be around health as well. If we keep doing something that continues to sabotage our health, this energy can come in and wake us up, right? So again, it's that jolting energy of bringing awareness, right? So that we can make the necessary adjustments, so we can make the necessary changes. So yeah, it could also be like, an example would be like if you're in a job that you despise and it's sucking your energy. And as a 4, when we commit to something, boy, we commit to it. And so this can be, let's say that you're in a job that you don't like, but you've committed to it. This energy can come in and maybe you get laid off unexpectedly, or fired or something like that. I don't know, right? But it can seem catastrophic in that moment. But really what it's trying to do is to show you that this job was not serving you, right? And you were showing up to something that's not an equal exchange of energy. So make a shift, and the energy helps you to do that. So it's only scary when there's an area of life that we keep showing up to that we know we can need to do better. We know that we deserve better, but we're just not making the appropriate changes. So, yeah, so that's that. Now, we do have Jaguar energy that we're working with also. And what I love about this is sort of like Queen of Swords energy. So this comes in with sort of facing our demons and just head on, right? Getting very serious about what it is that we want. And it has the power also to bring forth profound transformation when we're working with Jaguar. There's a strategy to it. There's definitely okay, I'm getting very clear on this. There's clarity involved here. And I'm going to get very clear on what it is that I want, what I need to do. And I need to be the one that shows up to make the changes, whether, again, it's with job, health, relationships, you name it, whatever area. You need to get very serious and focused and make the changes and show up and put forth the effort to make the modifications to move you in the direction that is more in alignment than both the 16-7 and Jaguar energy are going to, I wouldn't even say help us to do that, but kind of like kick us in the butt to do it, right? So it's big energy, not going to lie. You could see major transformations in your relationships, major transformations in your own identity and how you show up in the world, and getting very serious and truthful about what it is that you want and where it is that you're investing your time and energy and resources into, and making sure that it is what you want, or that is best aligned for your growth, right? And your evolution forward. So big energy 4s, I'm right there with you, but I do hope it's a great month. No matter what it is, whatever it brings, it has the potential to bring great transformation and growth and push us in the direction that our soul really wants us to be in. So it all serves, our highest good. So I hope it's a great one. Okay, take care. Bye for now.